Texas versus Igor Alinsky. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state?
For the state.
Defense?
Shannon Locke for Igor Alinsky.
Are you Igor Alinsky?
Yes, I am, Your Honor.
Showing you what's entitled Motion to Enter Adjudication of Guilt and Revoke Community Supervision. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes.
Are you the same Igor Alinsky who was placed on deferred adjudication in 2022 CR 0266 for a violation of bond protective order assault stalking on June 6, 2022 for a period of 6 years? Is that you?
Yes, ma'am.
State?
Your Honor, today will be proceeding after violation of condition number 2, in that on or about the 30th day of January 2023 in Bexar County, Texas, the defendant Igor Alinsky did then and there consume alcoholic beverages in violation of condition number 2.
How do you plead to that, true or not true?
True, Your Honor.
This is the beginning of every independent citizen's story. Without a lawyer's complete confidence, Mr. Jensen enters the room and begs to have the entire case dismissed, treating it like a petty parking ticket rather than a criminal hearing. The judge doesn't even blink, obviously seeing everything.
State?
Your Honor, the state would waive and abandon all allegations.
Any objection?
No objection, Your Honor.
Did you understand by pleading true to violation of condition number 2, the court could find it true, grant the motion, find you guilty, sentence you to 10 years in prison and a $10,000 fine?
I do, Your Honor.
Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of condition number 2?
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will find violation of condition number 2 true. Is there an agreement?
There is, Your Honor. The proposed agreement would be to continue the defendant on community supervision, alter and amend conditions to include intensive outpatient treatment.
Is that the agreement?
That is the agreement, Your Honor.
All right. If you're drug tested today, what are the results going to be
Negative, Your Honor.
for everything?
I take prescriptions, Your Honor.
All right. What prescriptions are you taking that would cause a false positive, maybe?
Adderall.
Okay. Why are you drinking alcohol on probation when you know you're not supposed to?
I had discovered that my wife was having an affair when I had gotten out of custody in January.
Well, the thing about that is you're in custody. Sometimes people want to be held by somebody else when someone else is in custody. The thing to do is not to go drinking because you're on probation and you could be in prison for 10 years. The thing is, either you're going to accept that or either you're going to say, I'm not accepting it, I'm leaving it. I thought you'd be faithful to me while I was in custody. Those are your options. How old are you?
33, Your Honor.
You know better. Do not do this again. You understand?
Things is where the situation changes. As Jensen is accused of using false passports and foreign driver's licenses to evade a routine traffic stop, this is not only a rebellious act, it is a federal felony, and he still believes he has things under control.
Contact with Deidre Alinsky. Why is he having contact with her?
Well, Your Honor, I'm not sure, but he's no longer having contact.
Well, no, I'm sure that I gave him conditions that he was not to have contact. I want to know why he's having contact with somebody I asked not to.
There was no contact, Your Honor. I found out from a friend.
Yeah, I don't believe this. All right, this is what the court is going to do. The court will follow your agreement. There's going to be intensive outpatient treatment with probation. And there's going to be 10 days in the Bexar County Jail as a condition. All right, Deputy Laura, he needs to go into custody.
The prosecutor essentially gives him the opportunity to plead to a traffic citation, pay a fine, and walk away. But Jensen declines once more. We are witnessing a man self-destruct in real time as he holds Uno cards and pretends to be playing 5D chess.
7-8, State of Texas versus Keith Hernandez. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Hank Wilkins for the state.
Defense?
Thomas Beck for defense.
And are you Mr. Hernandez?
Amen.
All right, Mr. Hernandez, you entered a plea on August 1st to possession of a controlled substance, penalty group 1, less than 1 gram. Today, we're here for sentencing. Are both parties ready to proceed? State?
Yes, sir.
Defense? All right, I will follow your agreement. I will sentence you. Well, as previously stated, I'm finding you guilty. I'll sentence you to 6 months in the state jail facility and give you credit for any time served. Would you like to be considered for the therapeutic community? It doesn't increase the time that you're in custody, But if you have a drug or alcohol problem, they will help you with that.
Whatever will help me, yes.
All right, so I'm gonna put down therapeutic community. Here's the thing, I don't have jurisdiction to force them to place you in the therapeutic community, but so you'll need to request it as well.
Okay.
And when they do the judgment, in the judgment, it's gonna say therapeutic community.
It's courtroom comedy gold, and the judge is clearly shocked. As if he's been doing this for 21 years and never had someone protest having their felony dismissed.
You have,
Two,
what are their ages?
15, 16.
All right, have you been in their lives at all?
Recent years, but I was out of their lives for a long time, being in and out of prison. So
All right.
that's why it was kind of hard for me to, take care of this so quick, but I'm glad I'm gonna take care of it right now. I
All right.
appreciate that day that you gave me to, spend time with me. So
Oh, you're welcome. And time goes by quickly. I will tell you, especially the weekends, but I know time is longer when you're in custody. But I hope you'll use that time to figure out how to better yourself and figure out what you need. If you have a drug or alcohol problem when you're released from custody, they have so many places now that are free for you
yes, ma'am.
and all over the city. But when you are released, the first thing you should do, other than telling your family you've been released, the first thing you should do is find yourself an NA or AA meeting.
Yes, ma'am.
They now call them sober support meetings.
Yes.
But from there, I guarantee you those people will be able to tell you the sober houses where they're living. They'll be able to tell you where you can get all the help you need. And when you're released from custody, if you can't find anything, you can always come back here and I'll give you the names and locations of some places.
Appreciate it.
At this point, the judge presents all the evidence, and Jensen refuses to change. This is not conviction. Rather, it is delusion disguised as a suit.
Did any of those tattoos hurt?
Yeah, I'll every single one. Yes,
All
ma'am.
right. All right. Good luck to you, okay?
Thank you, man.
You're welcome. Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you can lower your hand, state your name for the record.
I'll be Shane Miles,
All right, if I were to grant your application, where would you be staying?
1107.
No, I'm sorry, that's a bad question on my part. Would you be staying by yourself or with someone else?
I'll be staying with my mother.
All right, and does your mother want you to stay with her?
Your Honor, if I may,
Yes.
I did have her as a witness. She's sitting here.
Okay, all right, awesome. So, thank you. So counsel, does his mother want him staying there?
Yes, sir.
All right. Do you have a drug issue?
Yes, I do, ma'am.
All right, what is your drug of choice? What are you using?
Ma'am.
All right, how often are you using that?
Ma'am, I really had not much, ma'am. I had really stopped doing it before I was arrested. Ma'am, I graduated from drug court back in 2016.
Mhm.
You spoke at my graduation.
Okay.
I'm
So
51
what happened?
I'm 51 years old, ma'am. I made a mistake. I wasn't ready then. I am now. I was prior to getting arrested. I was tired and sick and tired of it, and I'm done. Doing with drug court, I know what I need to do by going to outpatient. I was going to Trinity Local Mulberry for a men's meeting. I'm going to go back to doing that. I'm going to go to my NA classes. But the main thing is I have structure with my mother. My mother doesn't allow any drugs to be in the house or anything like that. And, my grandmother used to say, it comes to a point when somebody tells you that that you need to stop doing drugs. But when you're tired of it, and I am, and I'm completely done with it. So when you're giving me probation, it is not a punishment to me. It's a new way of life for me because it's a privilege for me to.
It's not about travel rights. It's about the law you keep acting doesn't apply. This is the third time he's been charged with operating without a license, and he continues to insist that his documents are legitimate, sir. They labeled them counterfeit for a reason.
All right. This is what the court is going to do. Court is going to sentence you to 4 years in the prison, suspended and probated for 8 years. Taking consideration nightmare number 71218. There's to be proof of employment within 45 days. There's to be no employment as a home health care provider or with minors. The UA hotline until further notice. We're going to do a TAP evaluation, probation. That can be done while he's out of custody. If you miss that TAP appointment, a motion to revoke is going to be filed. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
And if the TAP evaluation recommends inpatient treatment, if they recommend outpatient treatment, I want to start with intensive outpatient treatment. I'm going to want 90 sober meetings in 90 days. Regular reporting by Zoom or in person. And I'm going to want field visits. I want an initial field visit, then I want field visits one time every 2 months.
I'm sorry, what are in at the home?
Yes, thank you. Probation, is there anything else he needs?
No, Your Honor.
Mr. Miles, is there anything else you need from the court?
I just want to tell you thank you, ma'am.
Oh, thank you. You're welcome. I try my best.
No, you're a firm lady, and I know that you are, and I know that you are understanding about, people doing drugs, and you want to get the best of help. The way that I can feel is if I feel myself, and I understand it, and I want the best for myself.
All right, remember this day. Don't forget it, okay?
Thank you again.
And now for the crazy twist. He has filed civil cases in federal court, citing the Book of Nations and Abraham's Hebrew writings. The courtroom has become a Netflix documentary, but it is genuine, and the judge is the only one who seems to be smiling.